Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Shop My Stash Basket update. These did disappear for a little bit because I'm actually working on a little project pan Shop My Stash little project. It was supposed to be a 2-week project and then I kept putting it off. So a 2-week project turned into a 4-week project, and needless to say, I haven't updated my Shop My Stash Basket in quite a while, so that's what we're gonna do today. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So per usual, I am going to do a brief recap on last month's basket and kind of insert clips of me applying these products as I talk about them, just because I like it when you guys can see them in action. I think it's way more helpful to you. So first we're going to start with the BH Cosmetics Festival Weekend palette. This was a palette that I threw in, and honestly, because I had my Shop My Stash basket for so long, I kind of forgot about it. I think I do so much better when I only give myself 2 or 3 weeks with these baskets. But like I said, I've had this one for like maybe a month, maybe a little over a month. It's been quite a while. And this palette is absolutely beautiful. It's one that I bought last spring, and I just wasn't really using it a whole lot, and I'm so glad that I pulled it back out. I do think that I can see myself throwing this back in my Shop My Stash in maybe a couple rounds, just because I didn't get quite as much use out of it this round as I was hoping to. But this is an absolutely gorgeous palette. I love the formula, I love the color story. I'm surprisingly pretty happy with the look that I came up with today using this palette, so let me walk you through that really quickly. So I first started with the shade Candy in the crease, and this is kind of a satin coral peachy shade. I just kind of blended that from my crease and then into my outer corner. I also blended it quite a bit above my crease because I really wanted this to be apparent throughout the look. Next, I took the shade Hipster, and then I ended up mixing in a little bit of Escape too. And I started blending that into my outer corner and into my crease a little bit because I wanted to add a blue next, and I thought these would add a nice little segue for the blue to blend into. Next, I went with the blue shade called Trance, and I started packing this kind of on my outer corner and blending it into that wing shape a little bit. I know I look a little bit crazy right here, but trust me, it all comes together in the end. I was a little nervous at this point too, as you guys can probably tell by the face I'm making in this video. And then I actually cut my crease with something, which we'll talk about in a minute, so I'm going to skip past that step for now and move on to our lower lash line. My lower lash line, I started out with the shade Candy once again, and I just really buffed and blended that on the lower lash line. I wanted this to be a really nice, pretty transition shade. And then I took the shade Trance, and I started wiggling this primarily in my outer corner because I wanted to connect the bottom half of my eye to the wing that I have in my outer corner, and then I just kind of smudged whatever was left on my brush towards my inner corner, and that is it. At least that's it from what I used with this palette. I thought it performed really, really well. Like I said, I do love the color story. I just wish I had used it a little bit more this month. Unfortunately, it's the same kind of story with my ColourPop Jelly Munch Shadow in Close to You. I feel like I had it in my little basket so long, and I must have gotten it out and I was going to use it, but then it got put away with my other eyeshadow, so I didn't really get a chance to use it. But it's this gorgeous like pinky goldeny cream shadow from ColourPop. It's absolutely stunning. Today in my look, I just used this to kind of half cut my crease. At first when I was doing this, I was very nervous that it was not going to turn out, but I think it turned out pretty darn good. I think it actually looks kind of cool. It looks like kind of a cool sunset eye. Not my best eye look, but definitely not my worst either. I love these Jelly Munch shadows, you guys. This one I feel like is slightly more sheer than the other ones. Like there's more glitter to this one than actual base pigment, but it's still beautiful. It still functions just as well as the other shadows. And then I actually threw another eyeshadow palette in here, and that was the Kaleido Cosmetics Golden Hour palette. This palette has been absolutely amazing for every day. I've really, really enjoyed pairing it with my e.l.f. Matte for Matte 2 palette, which this one's in my Project Pan. I'll link that series down below if you guys like Project Pan videos. I just did an update, and spoiler alert, I hit pan on something today, so I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited to film an update, but that's not for like another month, so I gotta be patient, wait a little bit. But this is an excellent everyday palette. There go a bunch of brushes that I just knocked on the floor. This palette is full of really beautiful kind of soft metallics, so it's really, really easy to just throw a matte in the crease, swipe one of these all over your lid with your finger, and get out the door. Next product that I had in my basket was my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I threw this in because I was kind of contemplating decluttering this primer because I just don't really understand the hype behind it, you guys. I feel like it does smooth my skin out a little bit, but nothing crazy like everyone was saying. After using it a little bit more, I do see the smoothing effect a little bit more when I kind of pass swipe almost, if that makes any sense, instead of just like dabbing if I like go like that. I do see slightly better results. It's still not my favorite primer, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make this my filming primer, and whenever I like completely redo my makeup to film, I'll just throw this primer on and that's how I'll use it up. Next product I want to talk about is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Count Me In. You guys, about 2 weeks ago, I was ready to write this product off. I was like, this is not working. I don't like this product, but I really, really enjoy this one, you guys. The way that I found that I enjoy it the most is when I apply it with kind of a dense brush like this one. This one's from Kaleido Cosmetics. It's like a dual-ended brush. This brush is quite dense, and I usually just kind of like shoot my brush in there and then pounce it onto the cheeks, and I feel like it gives a really pretty flush. This shade is quite soft. I do have a couple other shades, and I might throw one of those in for my next round, but for now, I really do enjoy that blush, and I'm really glad that I didn't declutter it. Next product that I threw in was my e.l.f. Glow Gleam and Beam palette. I feel like I threw this one in because I wanted to like firm up my thoughts on it before I filmed a review on it, but that review video has long since been up. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. I reviewed this palette along with some products from Kaleido Cosmetics, some new stuff from e.l.f., and I think some ColourPop in there too. It was a really fun video to film, but this is an amazing highlighter palette, you guys. I was mostly drawn into this palette by these 3 shades right here because I think these are the same formula as their metallic flare highlighters, which are highlighters that I've been dying to try for a really long time. And I'm like, well, I get 3 in here plus 3 other highlighters for $10 instead of $6 for one metallic flare highlighter. I'm like, sign me up. I've been enjoying this so much, you guys. It's been the highlighter that I've been reaching for almost every single day. These metallic shades right here are quite a bit more intense than these 2 shimmer shades right here. They give a beautiful, beautiful glow, but I find that these shimmer shades also give a beautiful kind of soft candlelit glow. They definitely can be built up for something a bit more intense. Today I just used this shade right here in the metallic flare highlighters, and then I did dip into the glitter shade just a little bit to add a little something something to the look. So I did throw in 3 lip products into this rotation, well 4, but one of them's in my purse. So I guess I'll talk about that one, or the formula of that one first, and that is an ultra glossy lip from ColourPop. This one's in the shade Fresco. This one was in the Slice of Life duo that I got a couple of months ago. It's beautiful, you guys. It's what I have on my lips today. It makes my lips look so full, so juicy, so shiny. It's very comfortable on the lips. I feel like it has a bit of shimmer in it, but it's nothing that I can feel on my lips. It's not gritty, it's not sticky. And the shade Blowsy is very similar. That one does have some bigger chunks of glitter in it, but it does something so magical to your lips. I look past it. It's in my purse right now. I throw it on over any lip color, no matter what my eye look is doing. It's just stunning. I also threw in an ultra blotted lip from ColourPop. This one is in the shade Swing Away, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous red shade. I have never tried their ultra blotted lip formula before this one, and you guys, I really, really do like these, but I do have some thoughts on them. I feel like the best way to apply these and get the true blotted lip look is to kind of dot them in the center of your lips and then blend it out with your finger. I find that when I go in with the applicator, my application gets a little bit streaky. Then I have to go in with a second layer, and I find that the second layer can be a bit drying. These do stay in place really well, and I really do love this formula. I will definitely be purchasing more of these. And then I also threw in my ColourPop lipstick in the shade Better Off. This is a beautiful kind of terracotta orangey shade. It's stunning, you guys. These lipsticks are very creamy, they're very pigmented, they're very comfortable on the lips. I really, really love them, and I think the packaging is so luxe. I think they're absolutely beautiful. So that's gonna wrap up last month's basket, so let's hop into this month's basket. So I picked out the products for next month. I'm thinking that, or not next month, but the next update. I'm thinking for the next update, I want to kind of take you guys along with me through my makeup collection while I kind of dig around and find things. Unfortunately, while I'm filming right now, it's currently dark outside, so there's not a lot of light in my apartment. My lighting really doesn't do a good job of lighting up a large space. It just kind of lights me and my background a little bit. So hopefully next time I'm going to do this, I can either film that part before and do it when it's daylight, or we'll figure something out. But I think I would like to switch to that. So let me know down below if you guys would be interested in that. I definitely picked fewer products this time. I feel like last time I picked too many products, too much to focus on. So the first product that I want to talk about, I'm just going to talk about this one because it's not fitting in my little container, and that is the Deuce palette from Juvia's Place. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you know that I placed a little Juvia's Place order. I got 3 palettes from them. The Deuce palette is one of them. This one has the most interesting color story. It's so unique, it's so different, so I really want to take some time and get to know this palette. It's a favorite of Kelly Gooch's, and you guys know how much I adore her, so I'm really excited to get to know this one and create some really cool looks with it. I see potential for some everyday looks, mostly like creative fun looks, which I'm okay with because I like to be inspired by my palettes, and I have makeup playtime at least 3 times a week, so I think I can still get some good use out of this palette. Next, I included my Wet n Wild contouring duo. This one's in the shade Caramel Toffee. I used this one recently in my Get Ready With Me with products that I haven't used all year video. I'll link that down below if you guys are interested. But I was just reminded how much I love this blush. It is a very warm blush, but I feel like it makes me look so tan and so bronze. It just gives my skin a really beautiful kind of sun-kissed look. So I really want to get some use out of this one, and I feel like I should start using this yellow powder more. I do eventually want to move this out of my collection because Wet n Wild is no longer considered cruelty-free, so that's just kind of my thought on that one. I also included another Super Shock cheek product, and that one is this blush. This one's in the shade No Vacancy, and this one is bright, you guys. Like, ooh, it's very bright. So I'm excited to play with this one a little bit. I thought I would throw this one in because we are unfortunately coming to the end of summer, and I feel like this is a perfect summer blush. I also included my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit High Shine lipstick in the shade Peach Stole My Look, I'm sorry. This is one of their glosses, and I picked this up just before the whole not cruelty-free thing went down. It's a really beautiful peach shade, and I think it would also be really great for summer. Lastly, I have 2 more eye products. The first one is this ColourPop Jelly Munt Shadow. This one's in the shade Bungalow, and it's this gorgeous kind of deep tealish green. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. Is mine already drying out? Oh, it is. Someone told me that you can add water to these and they're good as new because the water content in these is so high. So I'm going to try that with this one. I have another one, oops, that I just wanted to give away that I'm not throwing across the room, that is also dried out. So I'm going to try that with those, hopefully make them work because I love those Jelly Munt shadows and I really want to get some more use out of them. The final product that I wanted to include is also from ColourPop. It's a very ColourPop and Wet n Wild round. It's this pigment from Kathleen Lights. Well, it's in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. This is one of their Zodiac pigments, and this one's in the shade The Maiden, I believe. I used this in a recent eye look. I can pop it up right here on screen, and I popped this in the center of my lid, and I thought it was so stunning. It was like the easiest way to get kind of like a faux halo eye. It just added so much life and dimension to my eye look, so I really would like to get some more use out of this pigment and use it in that manner. So that's gonna wrap this video up, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I post new videos Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and lately I've been posting on Sunday too, which has been so much fun. I feel like I have so many content ideas. I could post 7 days a week, but I don't have enough time to film and edit all that, so I hope you guys will stick around. I do a lot of really cool videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!